Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just chasing consistency as the weather here is not that great, not super sunny, and want to stay fit during the winter season by using the Zwift ride, so I am nice and fit for bike ride season. And in doing so, Tour de Zwift on Zwift has been keeping me engaged and out of the boredom when it comes to my rides. Now with Tour de Zwift, for those of you that haven't tried it out, it's 6 stages over 6 weeks, I believe. Now, with a busy lifestyle, as most of you do watching this channel, we're going to get into it and go through the Tour de Zwift. Now, we're going to check out the Tour de Zwift and go through each stages. I'm going to jump in on the TV so you can kind of see the screen. So here you can take a look at the Tour de Zwift 2026. When you complete at least one ride per stage, you get a pair of sunglasses, a hat, and a kit that goes along with the Tour de Zwift theme. And then the ultimate, which is what I'm working on, is actually doing every single ride in each stage, which gives you an opportunity to win extra XP. Also gets you, let's take a look here, is the Tour de Zwift 2026 After Party Cap. And also, again, extra XP when you complete all 18 activities gets you 11,000 XP points, which is pretty great. Now, for where I am right now, for stage 1, I've completed the whole stage. Again, this is from January 5th to February 22nd to complete. So if you are in this area, in this timeline watching this video, you still have time to complete all the stages for the Tour de Zwift. So here is the stage 1 is in the Makuri world, and there is the 2-hour 49.5 kilometer distance, 495 of elevation. There is Chasing the Sun. It's roughly about an hour and 30 minutes, 35.1 kilometers, 350 meters elevation. And then the short ride, which is Turf and Surf, which is 1 hour and 24.7 kilometers with 197 meters of elevation. So I've completed all of stage 1. Going into stage 2, Knights of the Round Table, we are in what world? We are in France. Looks like we are in France. So Knights of the Round Table, 2-hour ride, 54.3 kilometers, 358 meters of elevation. The Three Musketeers, 1 hour and 30 minutes, 35.8 kilometers, 200 meters elevation. And Hell of the North is 19.8 kilometers, 241 meters of elevation. So I am working on completing stage 3. I have completed the Yorkshire double loop. And in here we are in Innsbruck, York for stage 3. And I've also completed the breakfast or break fast crits and grits, which is 1 hour duration roughly with 22.1 kilometers and 261 meters of elevation. And I still have to complete the 2-hour ride in stage number 3. And that is a long ride for me on the trainer. So going to stage number 4, again, just a breakdown of all stages. So again, I've completed and this stage is in London. So I've done the Greatest London Flat, 1 hour, 24.1 kilometers, 168 meters of elevation. And I've also completed the London 8, which is about roughly around 55 minutes, 20.4 kilometers and 257 meters elevation. And again, here, this is where you start seeing that the duration is roughly the same as the other stages, except for you're going to notice higher elevation and lower distance. So for the triple loops, it's going to be 41.2 kilometers, and the elevation is 567 meters of elevation. And stage 5 is we are in Watopia. So there is the Tour of Fire and Ice. Again, I haven't completed this, but looking at this stage, this looks crazy looking at the amount of elevation. Again, roughly 2 hours, only 25.5 kilometers, but there's 1,166 meters of elevation. Huge. And then the medium distance is 1 hour and 45 minutes, is 33.4 kilometers and 618 meters of elevation. And then the one I've already completed is the shorter distance, which is the Ocean Lava Cliffside Loop, which is 50 minutes roughly, 19.2 kilometers and 156 meters of elevation. And there is some options right now. I believe we're in roughly stage 5 if you're following along and you're doing the events. So there is, it looks like, stage 5 group ride. And then there's a race here as well. So going to stage number 6, the final stage, where I've completed, and the 6th stage is in New York and Richmond. So I've completed the Greenway, which was an hour and 30 minutes, roughly 36.2 kilometers and 290 minutes of elevation. And then the medium distance is No Sleep Till Brooklyn, which is 1 hour and 15 minutes of duration, 31.8 kilometer distance, and 251 meters of elevation. And the shortest one is the Richmond roller coaster, is 45 minutes duration, 17.1 kilometers, and 169 meters of elevation. And then completing all that, you get, again, if you finish at least one ride per stage, you get the glasses, the hat, and the kit. And then if you do all the rides, so all 18 activities, you get the extra XP, and you get the post Tour de Zwift after party cap. And then again, you get the additional or total 11,000 XP points. So that is a lot of riding. So what's my plan of attack? How have I been able to complete as many rides as I had on top of weight training and running, etc.? Well, the great thing is my plan right now is typically 3 to 4 days of weights and 3 to 4 days of cardio. So since I've started the Tour de Zwift, I've actually not have done any running in the last 3 weeks. And what I've been doing is just adding the ride. So typically I'll do weights on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I typically will do some sort of cardio either on the Zwift bike, or if the weather is nice, to jump on my road bike, which I've been able to do in the last 3 weeks when it's been nice weather. And that usually is on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, just to spread it out, and sometimes on Sunday. So what I've been doing is Tuesdays and Thursdays, I've been doing the shorter rides or the medium rides. So typically the 50-minute or 60 minutes to 1 hour and 90 minutes. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll do a long ride. So that will be typically the 2-hour ride. The stage 6, which is nice, is that the long ride is only about an hour and a half. That's why I was able to complete it so fast. I use that as my long ride. So how do we do this in a busy time period, especially if you have a full-time job, you have kids, you have extracurricular activities, you have a partner, etc. And for me, I really try to get that cardio or that weight training in the morning, kind of first thing, and I can jump into the rest of my day. On the weekends, I really, really need to communicate with my partner and make sure that I have the kids first. And so the last 3 weeks have either been in the early morning, typically 7 o'clock start, because I know that the ride's going to be at least roughly 2 hours. Need time to prep, in the ride for 2 hours, and then post session and get all my nutrition in. So typically 7 to 9 is my dedicated time, either on the Saturday or Sunday. Or what's been happening is sometimes do that ride in the evening. Well, whatever works for you, I would say set your schedule. It does make cardio just a little bit more fun and exciting. It's a great community on Zwift. The Zwift ride has been doing really, really well with this consistent riding, especially that each ride is over 60 minutes. Haven't had anything fail. Just make sure that you have, if you do have the Zwift ride, that it's always charged. You don't want your virtual shifting to stop working mid-ride, especially on the huge efforts to complete a Tour de Zwift. Hopefully you found value in this video, just a quick overview of the Tour de Zwift, and hopefully we'll see you on there. Ride on, and we'll catch you in the next one.